Yo, what's happening, everybody? How you doing? Is this a little too white for this white guy? Okay, so man, I'm getting hot already, boy. Um, Deep breath through the nostrils, exhale through the mouth. Let's take one more. Thank you. Holy Spirit, yes, yes. Help me speak. Archangel Gabriel, help me convey the message properly and, help the collective receive this message. That way it may encourage, inspire, whatever it may be. Messages, clarity, strength, truth, faith, hope, and love. Amen. Thank you. Ashe. I'm not even starting with cards because I may not use cards, okay? Maybe I'll just grab a deck just to have on hand here. Okay. This is about codependency. But it's also about the world. Like this, you know what I mean? Like, here in America, we're programmed almost to be, we get it from everywhere. For example, here's one of my big ones, right? Is a church. I can't speak on certain ones, right? But the Christian church in certain denominations, I can. But I think just the Christian church in general. But no, I've never been to Mormon, or to the synagogue. Those are like the three prominent here in America, right? Anyway, that's what's coming to my mind. So, that's for a reason. But say in the church, people, it's like, for some, not everyone, but a lot, it's like God's just in that box. It's just like, I don't know, I'm telling you, man, I know people like this, right? Because they told me, not exactly in those words, but between what they said and how they lived their life, bam. This is when it comes to mind. People just go there because they get food afterwards. And see, that's kind of the weird part a little bit, is that if you're just going to help people, why don't you just help people? Oh, yeah, I get it. Hear the word, this, that, and other. But, they're just taking up seats maybe other people could be filling, right? That want to be there. I don't know. But it's just like, see, they don't know how to handle the shadow side. They want to just totally be like, and that's not, it's not practical at all. Because and I think this is on purpose, right? Because it is that battle and struggle within. Shame, guilt, repent, this cycle, and as you try to deny your shadow more, it's like, you know what I mean? I know what I mean, because I experienced it, heck, I even went to, Christianity or the church's version of 12-step program, and it was horrible. And then also because sometimes the pastor would sit in and which would make it even weirder, because one, it's at church, and so people got this false image they got to portray. So what is that right away? Masking. This is what I'm saying. There's so much masking at church, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? And Whereas, like, if I went to an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, oh, people have no problem. I mean, there's people masking there too, but like, you're gonna get a lot of stuff straight. You know what I mean? Like, whereas there, it's like, it's a more like raw or pure version of that. And see, like, addicts don't always need a like this. I don't know. To me, it's just like another fake. But I'm getting way off of codependency here. But like, there's institutions. Look, my throat chakra's closing up here. There's a reason for that. So, as someone who was, you know, trained, programmed at home too to be codependent, yeah, I didn't know no difference. You know what I mean? And it's no place to be. You know what I mean? Like, it's no place to be. Because you're giving your energy and power to somebody else. Whoever has that upper hand in that codependent relationship. And, I mean, like, think about what you see on TV or advertisements. I mean, look at how people get behind political, like, presidents, senators, whatever. Time and time again, people will get behind certain individuals who are groomed or picked. You know, they're selected for this. You know, it's a big show, dude. Come on. But you know, they play these games because these are two wings of the same bird. These people get paid by the same. You know what I mean? Like, they work. Look at it this way: it's government. They get paid by the same company. But you're telling me that, oh, these guys are different and these guys are different. You guys got to look beyond all this stuff, man. You really got to. I mean, like, you know, obviously, it's a shit show either way, right? And, you know, sometimes there is a better candidate, but, like, still, as we're seeing here with term 2, Trunk, you know what I'm saying? Like, but people will give their energy and power behind this whole thing, and I'm telling you, they want you to be divided. They want us to be divided. They want you to have addictions. They want you to take these pills. And I'm not giving medical advice here, but I'm saying, though, there is a lot of medicines that people don't need to be taking because these doctors are just so happy to, you know, get you started on a medication, right? Look, I mean, I dealt with this stuff in many different ways, but we'll say the most recent, which was, you know, a little while ago, but I mean, for the methadone, I've been off that since 2023, like March or April, something like that. Yeah, March. So I did everything by the book, right? Tapered everything. Model patient for years and years and years. Clean urines, years and years and years. Always. Not always, like in the beginning, you know what I mean? But I'm saying, like, after I got to, once I hit my stride, I wasn't given any dirties, and that didn't take, you know. So I did everything right for the taper. Once again, it's, you know, doctors come and go, just like counselors. Like, I had a horrible time with counselors after the first 3 years. It was like there's no consistency. They come and go, come and go, come and go. And through my taper, right, which is like a really important part, all I had was floating in interim. Because why? Well, there was a guy I had, but because I didn't speak Spanish, that meant me and him couldn't. But we clicked and everything. but because there was a lot of people that didn't speak English, what do? Bump me off. Anyway, but like I'm saying though, you see, where's the care for the patient at these clinics? This is why you gotta be in charge of, like, you gotta call their own shots and not rely on them. I mean, like, obviously, like, there's certain things you do, but, like, at the end of the day, you gotta be your own doctor. You know what I mean? And, so at the end of this, right, like, I think I was at, like, 7 milligrams or 6 milligrams. It wasn't doing anything, me taking that every day. I was withdrawing while taking that. And working, I was feeling really weird. So after like 2 weeks of beating that, or maybe a week beating that around in my head, I was like, I'm going to go in there and just be like, hey, look, I'm not coming back in. Here's my bottle, my take-home bottles and stuff, or whatever. And the doctor, because this guy didn't know. The guy I'd seen, he wasn't in that day. He was a physician's assistant, and that's who I seen, like, for all this. But then, just so happened, that day he wasn't there. Or I missed him, or whatever. So I see this doctor. No, he didn't want to sign off. He wanted to up my dosage. And I'm like, I've been working really hard for, 9 months or something. Or I'm like, dude, like, you're going the wrong direction. I said, we ain't going up. I said, I'm done taking it. I just would like, I mean, the thing saying that, I did this properly, he could sign it off. I had to go AMA, against medical advice. Why? Because they want to retain me and the money that's all it's about, really. We talked about it for a while, and like he realized I wasn't going up, and he was all frustrated, and I mean, he was like, and I'm like, why is this guy acting like this? He's like, well, they got to get a counselor so you can sign, like, da-da-da. Dude, the head nurse, like everyone, the counselors, but a doctor who'd never seen me or nothing. Oh, no. I was like, whatever. But this is what I'm saying, is that, you know what I mean? You got to believe in yourself. No matter what it is. You're strong and powerful. But they want you to give it away. I mean, in a sense, you know what I mean? We're batteries running around, okay? And look, you don't think the people running this country, like way up, that you don't even know or see or know their names, you don't think they don't know that? And even the ones that do, right? Like Donald Trump or whoever. It doesn't have to be Trump. You don't think they know about energy and stuff like that? Better think again. And this is what I'm saying, the church doesn't teach that. They don't. But don't tell me they don't know about it, right? This is what I'm saying, man. Like, it's all how, like, but it's this whole process, I felt really led to share this, and I feel like I'm kind of like not as on point, but trying to give some examples here, but like you can see it. If you look for it, it's out there, and it's just right there in plain sight. This follow the leader mentality. It happens all the time, man. Look at how people change their styles with whatever popular TV show that might reflect some of their values. Look, I think I'm going to crack open one of these here. Let's do this one. 1420. They want you to be upset, miserable, bitching and complaining, and in low vibration energy. And I'm telling you, like, there's more to it than just that. What we got here? Yeah, it's a big charade, man. The stuff that goes on in this world. But you know, things got to be cleared out in order for, you know, growth, new growth, a new start. Things got to be healed, you know what I mean? But these institutions and this system, this matrix that's, you know, set to, look, they made the paradigm for them to win, okay? So as long as you play in their paradigm, you ain't gonna win. You know how many people get to the top of whatever they're doing and they're still not happy, they're still not peaceful, they're still not content. They turn into monsters. Look at the P. Diddy thing. I mean, but like, it's not just him. But they knew about this stuff. You see what I'm saying? And look at the people that went to those parties. Some of those people, like, just like the Epstein thing, man. But you know, the news cycle, right? They'll start pumping some other crap, you know, and you know, eventually, you know. I mean, yeah, there's still people out there banging on that drum and this and that, but like, I don't know, man. I don't even watch news and stuff. Stopped watching TV pretty much altogether, like, especially like the cable part. Like, I didn't watch TV. Didn't have cable. Nothing. I'm telling you, man, it rots your brain. You start getting out of that matrix. Look what your energy can be. An Ace of Cups. I'm telling you, man, it's on the bottom there. Whoa. One card did, but what? So this came back out. That was on the bottom of the... Yeah, okay. So, Hierophant. Emperor. Right there, you know, what I'm getting is like... It's like Spirit saying, look, this could be your potential. Like... And then that's unlimited potential, too, on top of that. This is the Hierophant. Emperor. But see, they don't want you getting up to those spots. But this is internal work, okay? And so when you're codependent on everything and anything out there, right? You ain't doing work on yourself. You're not focusing on yourself. When you're chasing love or like relationships, people, you're not loving yourself. You're not honoring yourself, the divine within you, especially like your energy, your soul. But that's what they, you know what I mean? That's what they want. Look, they want they don't want you using intuition or nothing like that. You know, discernment and stuff. They want you to be dulled, numbed down. You know, like I said, addictions, and that doesn't have to be chemicals, man. That could be gambling. That could be whatever. Like I was saying, sex maybe, or this, that, and other things that, like, you know, especially like look at alcohol and drugs, the medications they write. You know, I don't know, man. Yeah, exactly. But see, look, you could be in this energy. Six of Cups. Look at the joy on this card, right? See that infinity up there on the top too? Bringing in the masculine and feminine and balancing that out. within you. Because believe it, yes, men have feminine energy there as well. Women have masculine energy. And like a true divine being, you have both, and they're balanced. So, obviously there's men and women, but like, what else, Spirit? I'm telling you guys, like, they always want you in the Four of Pentacles, like this, like struggling. Oh, can I spend that? Oh, I gotta hold on to this. This is also what they want to do with your energy too. They want to hold your energy. It's like all batteries or something. You know what I mean? The top's like it's, but also the financial part. You know what I mean? They want people constantly stressing on this and that and this and that, especially finances, man. You know what I mean? You don't want your electric turned off. You need groceries. You need food, right? You need to get to work, your car, gas, da-da-da-da-da. But like I was saying earlier, here's the World card. These institutions, these things are coming down. One way or the other. Because let's just be honest, they don't serve nobody or anything. So that which no longer serves us, we're letting go. As a collective. And if you're not healing and transforming and raising your vibration, you're going with the system too. The world. The new earth is coming. Ain't nothing you guys can do about it. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Are you going to join us? That's up to you. Also, be careful in that World Wide Web. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, there's a lot of good out there on it too, but there's also a lot of goofballs, predators, mask wearers, all kinds of goofy stuff going on. You can believe that. I'll pull another 7 and end this. And like I said, we're walking away from that system. Again, it doesn't serve anyone except for those who made that system, that model, that paradigm. Come on now. You guys ain't that blind, right? Some that watch might be, but I know there's some good ones out there, huh? And just forgive me for, going hard at these other ones, because I know that they... That last one, I was like, oh man, I shouldn't have went that. I was like, oh, they're all karmic. My apologies, collective. The good collective I'm apologizing to. Another thing, look, I'm telling you, dude. Spirit's laying it down. They don't want you alchemizing energy and, you know what I mean? Or also the magic within you. Just how strong and powerful you are, you by yourself alone. They want that all hidden. Right? Hidden. And while they're, poisoning stuff. Look at Flint, Michigan and stuff like that, poison the water. Look, the list is long of the crimes of the United States government against its people and worldwide. And it's not just our government, it's all of them. Let's make that correct. But America has our government, man, oh man. But, don't tell the Democrats and the Republicans that. I'm telling you, man. Like, our own people that go serve the military, God bless those people. Love the country. Forget about the government. But, the people that serve, man, they risk their lives. And, like, dude, majority of this stuff isn't, like, See, these leaders are under judgment by the Most High, the universe. Yup. But, this was a necessary thing for the light to, balance out. Like, you need the darkness, man, to... Come on, there's got to be a balance there. But this has gotten way out of balance. So the cosmos, the universe, source, spirit, everyone's pulling together because this planet needs to get straightened out. Better believe that. 8 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. I'm telling you guys, the divine has big plans here. But we're going through the birth pangs, okay? We're in the labor stages here. And I don't keep up with the news and stuff that's going on at all. I know a little bit. I catch online. But I'm telling you right now, these are the birth pangs. It's going to get worse. It's gonna get a little bit worse, you know what I'm saying? But you're going to plug into that system? I don't know. Psalm 91 makes it clear that, the Most High protects His, right? Don't worry about the arrow that flies during the day, right? Or the disease, Don't worry about that stuff. Healing. Healing. Because why? We're all made up of the stars, right? And from source, right? The divinity, right? Yes, and yes. It's not just Aquarius in this energy. We all can be shining bright. Thank you, Spirit. We got 27 minutes. That's right, I'm going to go through this one more time. Glowing up. Tapping into the divinity here. The Psychonaut. The ancients knew so much. Did you ever notice how it's like, once we get back a certain part in history, it's like, we all just, what did we forget where we came from and who we are? And, yeah. Oh, yeah. What happened to Tartaria? You can peel back that. See, there we go again. You can peel back that onion layers on your own. But yeah, go type Tartaria and see what. Like I was saying, we're off to a new journey, man. It's coming. The Fool card. Card 0, the Major Arcana. We already hit the last card, 21. The World. Off to the new earth. Well, we'll be right here. I'm telling you guys, codependency, narcissism, these things run hand in hand. Do I believe narcissists can change? 100%. I already made a video on that, but that's on like Facebook or something, or I'm not sure where I put it. I put things wherever I feel led. So, there's gems everywhere. There's pearls everywhere. But yeah, I do believe that, but it has to be very structured, just like an addict. Like, you got to integrate that program of recovery, and you got to do that every day. You got to live that every day till it's a natural thing. But that means rewiring, reprogramming, healing on the inside. Maybe, like listening to a teacher, someone that's wiser. Being humble. Stop being prideful and filled with ego. Because just because you're older than someone doesn't mean that you're wiser or more mature or anything like that. And money doesn't make you either of those things either. Cars don't. Women, or like sex, or the opposite sex, or how big your body count is, that doesn't do it either. Once again, Ace of Cups, that could be your energy right there. Some of you, it already is, right? This energy. Happiness. Joy. Before the pains of the world and this system started busting you down. Why? These generational things. Parents. I'm not saying it all, but like, you know what I mean? A lot of us went through some stuff. And see, here's the thing is, what did you do about it? I'm going to leave it right there. Let's see what. See, look. The system is 10 of swords on you. At the end of the day, the system will betray you. It already does as soon as you accept it. It's like this, man. See, to me, this is like a phony Four of Wands a lot of times. Not always, but depending on the situation. And see how they're snickering down here at these... It's like, you know, this collects the energy, you know, from the citizens. And the, you know, the higher-ups are like, oh, give me that good energy. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, they're full. See, they're snickering and laughing, dude. Like, all the way to the bank. Whatever else they do. So we're going to leave it right there. Stay blessed. I'm telling you guys, you know, keep your heads on like swivels, man. Heal. You know, focus on healing, and I'm telling you, you'll be amazed at what happens. Yep. There's a big one here. They really don't want that third eye and crown open, I'm telling you. Anyway, have a blessed day, night, or morning, wherever this finds you. Seriously, I hope you're blessed.